Okay, so we're last thing that we're going to do today is the treadmill. I'm going to get Michael to jump on here. So when we're on the treadmill here, first off when we get on here, we don't want it on or anything like that. We're going to start off with a slow walk so we get it to go. A lot of different treadmills are different. These ones here say go to start with. So you can do a manual, you can do hills, you can do all sorts of different things on these. But for today we're just going to do a standard run. So on the side here you've got your levels, how fast you want this to go. So I'm just going to move it up here to a bit of a jogging pace for myself. On the sides here, these little metal strips are to help measure your heart rate. So today we're going to try and get Michael up to 150 beats, which is maximum heart rate. I calculated before when we're doing the boxing. 220, take his age as 20, and we're trying to do 75%, which is 150 beats. So when this goes up, you can also do a manual setting at the start if you're doing triathlon if you want to jump straight on it. So when we're running, we need to make sure that we're relaxed and we're running correctly. A lot of people think that you just run, but you don't. When we're running, we want to make sure that our feet are nice and loose, especially for long distance running. Feet are nice and loose, our toes feel like they're a bit lower to the ground and we're relaxed. We want to make sure that we keep our chest up so we don't get stitches, that kind of stuff. Then our arms, hang our side, move autonomously with our legs. We're going to do that for quite a bit. When we're sprinting, it's a bit different, obviously because you're sprinting harder. But for this case of running and keeping it at a steady pace, you need to make sure that you're running correctly. We don't want to be bouncing or doing any like no kicking our butt, no high knees, just a nice relaxed run, making sure that our feet, knees are relaxed, and our toes are just trying to keep lower to the ground on the way back because if you try to keep them up, you can hurt your ankles with impact. So we're just going to do that. What we're going to try to do is on here it says put your heart rate, how fast you're going in kilometres, your calories you burn. We're going to try and get that nice and high with Michael. I said heart rate up to 150 if we can. And we're going to go for 500 metres. So when you're pushing this down, let it go down so you can get to a walking pace. Don't just stop it, only if it's an emergency, because it can stop quite abruptly. There we go. Good to cool down. And once it gets to a nice slow speed, we just press stop. Okay? We've got the handrails here for safety. If we need to jump off, we've got the safety strips on the side that have got nice and grip if you have to jump off. Okay? Alright, Michael, so let's jump on. Alright, so press go. That's going to start your walking once it this thing. There we go. Has a countdown, so make sure you're ready. We also have an emergency stop here. So if something's going wrong, you just hit that down and it stops it immediately. Okay, so I'm adjusting it there. He's obviously used this before. Yep. Press OK. Alright, so we're going to warm that up a bit, running it at level 10, and then we're going to get it a bit faster and try and see if we can get his heart rate up. We can measure it the same way as we did with the boxing, with his pulse through here, or if he puts his hands on these metal strips, it'll also give us a rough calculation of his heart rate at the time. See Michael's running technique, he's got his chest up, it's not low, his head's up. Running nice and relaxedly. Alright, Michael, you ready to put this up, try and get that heart rate up? So for the demonstration of this video, we'll get into 500 metres. Alright, let's see how we go. That's good, doing well. Alright, so you see kilometres there? We can get that to 0.5 on the boot. Nice. These machines also have fans on them. Top there, so you're getting really hot, sweaty fan on there. Alright, hold those metal strips for me, we'll see what we can calculate for that. It's pretty handy tool to have. Otherwise, as I said, you can do it do it on your Apple iWatch, you know, on a lot of other technology. You can do it manually like we would do. Sometimes it takes a while to calculate, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, cool. So Michael's at 120 at the moment. We're going to speed it up a bit, try and get his heart rate going up with the Michael. Let's go a little bit faster. Technique's actually really good. Alright, cool. Okay, well, we're going to do 100 metres of that. Just going to hold that to see where his heart rate is. If you're on your own, this is a good way to do it, or you can do it with your Apple iWatch and that kind of stuff. Usually just a rough guide. Alright, yeah, Michael's there at the moment, so we're going to hold that for another 15 seconds. And we're going to go down. Perfect. Alright, Michael, over there. Pull it down. So when you're going this fast, as I said, you don't want to just stop and jump off. You can if you want to, but you need to make sure you jump on the sides here. Otherwise you get that, you slip straight off. All the cords here are all tucked over that side so that you can't trip over them, and you'll get tagged and tested all the time. So wherever you are, you need to make sure that you check you're doing that. There you go, perfect. So Michael's cooling down there. What we're going to do is just do a cool down with him, and he's just going to put that down to about level 6 and cool down and walk it off for 2 minutes, and then we'll do stretching after that. That's what we need to do on the treadmill.